With just 3 games played for Manchester United, Sabitzer has gone ahead to really put himself in a picture of being signed permanently at Manchester United. I brought that video or that story, I think like 2-3 days back, that United are really willing to sign Sabitzer on a permanent deal. And now we are getting a story coming in from Play to Goal, a close source to Bayern Munich, that they are willing and open for a Sabitzer sale to Manchester United. Welcome to United Matters channel, guys. We are talking about Erik ten Hag, talking about United's game versus Barcelona, and really talking about Xavi and how he expects this game to be in the 2 legs that are really going to happen at the Spotify Stadium in Catalonia and Old Trafford in England. Smash the like button, comment and share. Rock and David is my name. And last we're talking about Ten Hag commenting about the 400 Premier League games that David De Gea made for Manchester United on Sunday as we beat Leeds by 2-0. Obviously, Sabitzer is a player, 28 years of age. He's a player that was sent from RB Leipzig and went into play for a side called as Bayern Munich, but Bayern Munich looked like he was surplus to requirement, and that's why they loaned him to Manchester United, where he was going to have to impress, especially in that game that he played against. In those 2 games he played against Leeds. In the first leg at Old Trafford, he had 4 shots, and I think only 1 was on target, but he looked a threat. In the first goal we scored at Old Trafford, he goes ahead to pass or switch play to the blind side, and obviously Facundo Pellistri plays into Dallo. Dallo crosses the ball, Rashford heads it home. It was almost the same sequence, but this time round he switched play while us playing at Aaron Road and switched play to the left side. He found Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw found a very beautiful cross to find the header of Rashford, and it went to the back of the net. And now we're having stories confirming this guy's interest to be at Manchester United, and obviously United itself really want to keep Sabitzer, to see to it that he really puts himself in the picture of really being at the club more and more and more. Now, we've been told by Chris Wilder, he's a football writer for the Daily Mail, that Marcel Sabitzer is keeping an open mind over the possibility of turning his loan spell at Manchester United into a permanent move in the summer. When Erik ten Hag is one of the exciting managers, and we look at Sabitzer, he has proven that he's a pure Erik ten Hag player. He has changed lots of things that midfield, and we really look like we just can't wait to see him play alongside Casemiro in the return leg of United versus Barcelona at Old Trafford. Remember, the first leg we're going to play away at Catalonia. Barcelona are really out. Sorry, Sabitzer is out, but Casemiro returns. Reason is simple. He accumulated 3 yellow cards while playing for Bayern Munich in the Champions League. That is Marcel Sabitzer, and he's open to staying at Manchester United. And any player in his caliber, you would love to keep your mind at Manchester United, because when you look at the players available, I think he vies a lot to start into that midfield every time. He won't be lacking playing time as he was at Bayern Munich. He'll be playing game in, game out, because even when Casemiro is there, Eriksen is there, and Bruno Fernandes, the manager will find means of really putting Sabitzer into that team, because he provides something different than other players. He rarely loses the ball. He's a good passer. He's a good shooter. And sometimes you'll find Bruno playing off the right wing, Sabitzer playing in the double pivot with Casemiro, and Eriksen played as a cam. And I'm waiting for that day we'll go ahead and really stand like that, because I'll know those people playing in the front 3 will be so much privileged to be having Eriksen at the helm of the central attack midfield, and Sabitzer with Casemiro playing behind Eriksen. I think the creativity will be out of this world. And when you're having Sabitzer, it will help you rest Eriksen. And I believe the manager, not Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes. However much Bruno Fernandes looks like he doesn't run out of steam, and his engine is always full and is never naked, but we need to really preserve him in certain games, because you know that even if I'm not having Bruno Fernandes at the bench, if I put Sabitzer in the double pivot with Casemiro and Eriksen ahead of them, then we'll know that we are really going to be able to create chances and obviously get that ball from the back 4 to the midfield, and hence linking the midfield to the attack through Sabitzer. So Sabitzer is really having a fertile welcome at Manchester United. The ground is really fertile and is enjoying everything at the club of Manchester United, and no one is really not liking him, and the manager Erik ten Hag is 100% convinced to really sign this player. Now, even if United want to sign Sabitzer, we don't own him. You get? If we are to buy him or own him, we have to get him permanently from Bayern Munich. And good news today is that Bayern Munich is 100% willing to sell Sabitzer after completing the signature of Konrad Laimer. And this one has been brought to us by Plettigol of Sky Germany. Very close source to Bayern Munich confirmed to us that the board of Manchester United is totally confident with Sabitzer performances in the last days. They like his physical strength. His future is still open. Being told again it's a straight loan, but Bayern is very open to sell. Laimer Konrad could replace him instead. And we all know that Bayern have already agreed a deal with Konrad Laimer because his contract is running out in the summer. He's going to Bayern as a free agent. Having bought Sabitzer at only 12 million euros from RB Leipzig, I think if they get because 12 million euros are like 10 million pounds. If they bought him 10 million pounds from RB Leipzig to Bayern Munich, if they can get 15 more from him, it will be really a bargain. And I believe at 25 million pounds or 30 million pounds, United will be willing to really buy Sabitzer and obviously keep him permanently. And what does that show? It shows that Ten Hag's summer present have come in early, and that is Sabitzer. You know, there is nothing beautiful like signing a player who has been with you for the last 6 months on loan and then signing him permanently, because you won't need anything to teach him to get integrated into your team. That's it. Look at Arsenal with Odegaard. Odegaard came in the season of 2021, 2022. I think it was 2020, 2021. And then he came in the January of 2021. He played the last six months with Arsenal. And then he went back to Real Madrid. Then Arsenal went to sign him and they got him on a permanent deal. That means they never needed him to cope up with the Premier League. He had proven himself that he's a very good player, and he just coped up with the team. So that the same thing applies to Sabitzer, that it's good to make him as a first signing of Manchester United. And I told you, I think was it yesterday, that I believe Sabitzer is going to be the first signing of Manchester United in the summer, and Harry Maguire might be the first player to exit Manchester United, as many stories are really keeping him linked to a permanent departure from Manchester United. And by the way, you get Sabitzer in at the beginning of the summer, that means Scott McTominay needs to leave and will be going out for another CDM, maybe to go on and really replace or act as a backup for Casemiro. I know Sabitzer can do that job, but I think you miss a lot out from him if at all you really put him in that position. I think it's better we brought in a CDM that is going to be an understudy for Casemiro. I don't know whether we would have groomed someone else to come in through, but I believe the manager really has a realistic plan to see to it that we get another midfielder to come in and play into that Casemiro role as a back, because Casemiro won't play every game. That's it. I don't want to lie to you. He won't play every game for Manchester United. Sometimes he will be suspended as he has been away for these games, or he might even get an injury, and who is going to play into that position? So let's wait and see whether Sabitzer can do that role also, provided he gets integrated into the team. So that means we'll be having Casemiro, Sabitzer, Eriksen, Freddie, Bruno Fernandes, and Donny van de Beek. 6 midfielders altogether. I think with us, we can do a very fantastic job next season of really going ahead to compete for the trophy, because as things stand, we are really into it. But Sabitzer will be a very good signing for Manchester United, and obviously they've talked about Konrad Laimer, another player that was linked to Manchester United by the former interim manager of United, Ralf Rangnick, but he's also going to Bayern Munich. Even Sabitzer was one of those players that Ralf Rangnick had linked to Manchester United because he knew how good these players are and how talented they were and how naturally gifted they were to go on and really uplift Manchester United. And Bayern Munich is open to selling him, and he has impressed United in the 3 games that's going to have to play for United. The good thing is that he's not going to play away at Catalonia. He's returning fully fresh in the game of Manchester United versus Leicester City that's going to be played on Sunday at Old Trafford. That is Sabitzer for you, the new shirt number 15 of Manchester United, who is really doing wonders at the club of Manchester United and is exciting every one of us. After that, let's do a little bit of Erik ten Hag and the game against Barcelona, because he has gone ahead and really issued out an interview before his pre-match press conference that is going to be held on Wednesday, before I think the team flies to Barcelona. Ten Hag has really gone ahead and really said the following about Xavi, the manager of Barcelona, a team we are facing on Thursday. He said, I liked Xavi as a player, and the way his team is playing shows the philosophy that he's bringing as a manager. I really like his team and their attacking way of playing. The match between Barcelona and Manchester United will be beautiful. So the anticipation of Erik ten Hag is simple. This game is going to be beautiful. I like the philosophy of Barcelona, and I even liked Xavi as a player. So it shows you that Ten Hag is well conversant of what is happening at Barcelona, and he knows exactly what Xavi is all about. But if you talk about experience, Erik ten Hag is experienced in such tournaments because he coached a team of Ajax until the Champions League semi-finals, and obviously through to the round of 16. I think was the round of 16 last season. Yeah, because Xavi came in through and failed to put Barcelona out of the group stages, and they played the UEFA Europa League and they never even took it. But when you look at the team of Manchester United and Erik ten Hag with his plan that he has to go on and really torment Barcelona at their stadium, you expect him really to have a very good plan. And good, as they tell you that iron sharpens iron and quality identifies quality, he has gone ahead to identify Xavi as one of the quality players that have played the game of football and one of the upcoming managers that are really doing great in Barcelona. And Barcelona is doing a very good job in La Liga, but I think in the Champions League they failed to go through in the group stages. Then Ten Hag let us know that I hope every player is prepared for the match, both our players and the Barcelona players, so that we will see the match at a high level. So Ten Hag believes that it's going to be a tactical masterclass again, because Xavi has proven to us that he's really a very good tactician on the field of play and on the touchline. And even Ten Hag has shown us that he has every player he needs to go on and do the needful and really hurt Barcelona. And with the form of Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, Rafael Varane, and very many others, I believe that we're going to take a game to Barcelona. And it's talking about the players being ready, because if the players are really prepared for the game, obviously we're going to be having a very beautiful game of football altogether. That is the gaffer Erik ten Hag of Manchester United. And then he concluded the talk of Barcelona and Manchester United by saying the following, that I think Barcelona would have preferred not to play this match in the final. We are looking forward to it. It's going to be great, and it will require a lot of effort. So when you look at United, I think even us United wouldn't have preferred to be playing Barcelona at this juncture, because it really calls in for us to strain a lot with teams in like Ajax and very many others that would have gone ahead to play into that group stage, into the knockout tournament. We are drawn with Barcelona, a draw that really puts a lot of anticipation into the knockout stages, especially as United is really going to go ahead and really take them on. And I believe it's really going to be a very highly competitive game, as Erik ten Hag insinuates that a lot of effort is going to be required to be placed on the field of play to see to it that we go in and do the needful. And even Barcelona, you wouldn't like to face United at this juncture. That's it. As we United fans wouldn't like to face Barcelona at this juncture, that's the same way Barcelona wouldn't have liked to face United at this juncture, because it's really a tense moment, because one of those teams is going to be knocked out at that line or that phase. Trust me. One of the teams is going to be knocked out on the knockout stages and not proceed even to the round of 16 of the UEFA Europa League. So, but that is money making for the UEFA, because they know that that is a lot of money and a lot of hype in the UEFA Europa League. Remember, United finished second in its group stage after leveling points with Real Sociedad, and then Barcelona finished third. And you know, at this round, a team that doesn't finish top of its group stages in the UEFA Europa League faces a third-placed team in the groups of the Champions League, and that's why we are drawn up like that. Now, Yesterday, sorry about that. Yesterday, Manchester United went ahead to play a game of football. That was on Sunday. We beat Leeds by 2-0. And guess what? A player of Manchester United made 400 Premier League appearances. That is David De Gea, and is the first non-British player to make 400 Premier League appearances for a single club in the Premier League. Now, as the manager of Manchester United, Erik ten Hag, had to comment about it, and it was really very special for the boy, or for David De Gea, because he kept a clean sheet and leveled Peter Schmeichel at 178 clean sheets, meaning that any more clean sheet he makes at Manchester United, he's going to be the goalkeeper that has kept very many clean sheets in the history of Manchester United. Then Erik ten Hag had the following to say: that the 400 Premier League appearances says a lot about his career, the quality of that career. He's still very fit, and he's only 32, so he still has many years ahead of him. And by the way, if players on the field of play have gone ahead to be in goal, and if players on the field of play have gone ahead to play until 38, 39 and 40 years, what is going to stop David De Gea from being in goal for the next 8 years? Because goalkeepers nowadays even reach 40 plus. Remember Gianluca Buffon, I think he was playing for PSG at the age of 40, I think. Then did he sign for Spezia? Which team did he? Sampdoria, one of those two teams that he signed for, and he's there playing for that team in the Serie A. So it shows you that the manager is still okay with David De Gea, and the only news I'm waiting for David De Gea is that I want to see him put pen to paper on his new contract to really dislodge out of the rumors that United is interested into a new goalkeeper. And if at all we don't see that contract signed before the end of the season, that means United would have really made up its mind to let David De Gea go, and Erik ten Hag would call it quits with David De Gea from Manchester United. That will haunt me a little bit, because goalkeeping department to me is okay. It's better if first getting a central defender, like 2 midfielders and a centre forward, at least, and a right back. Let's first deal with those 3-4 players in. After bringing them in, then the rest will follow. So guys, your thoughts on Bayern ready to sell Sabitzer to Manchester United are welcome in the comment section below. What are your thoughts about Erik ten Hag issuing his sincere thoughts against Barcelona, talking about how good Xavi is and how this game would have been a final, that Barcelona would have preferred it to be a finale of the UEFA Europa League? And lastly, what do you think about the 400 Premier League matches, all appearances that have been made by the Spanish international, that is David De Gea? I sign out for now. See you later. Rock and David is my name. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. How do you subscribe? Lower right bottom corner, smash the black button that has the word subscribe. Smashing it, hit the notification bell that whenever you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. I sign out for now. See you later. May the Almighty Lord bless you abundantly. Bye bye.